Hi, I'm Kathryn, CEO of Circle Recruitment and HR, and I do head up our HR division and work with many of our clients ongoing. So what I wanted to talk to you about was actually the wage increase, the minimum wage increase that is coming from the 1st of July from the Fair Work Commission. Now that increase, the percentage rate, will be announced very early in June, but the actual inflow of that through to awards will not happen until around the end of June, when we'll know what those minimum award rates are. So of course, when the rates increase for the minimum rates, minimum payments in Australia, all the award rates increase, all those minimums increase. And what people forget is the creep, that when those minimum rates in awards increase, so too do overtime, penalty rates, some allowances, all of those things incrementally go up as well. And this is where businesses get caught out. Another thing that people often don't consider is the percentage increases, things that actually don't change but will change because you're now paying slightly more in wages. So things like the amount of leave loading that you have included potentially in your salary, superannuation, percentage rate not changing but creep because minimum wages and potentially your wages are increasing. So a couple of things to be aware of there. Also to consider, do you actually need to increase your wages or not? Sometimes people are confused about that. If you're one of our clients, you're going to get an email about this very soon, if you haven't already got it, around what to do there and how we can help you manage that, because the reputational damage, if the media gets hold of underpayments, is enormous. Penalties are enormous. Back pay is absolutely frightening, and I'm sure you've read about that in the media. So we don't want you to get it wrong. The article that I've included for today is basically called Make Every Recruitment Dollar Count, because recruitment is an expensive thing to do. So it's important when you're recruiting that you do make your dollars count. So some of the things here to consider include obviously using a recruiter, because it's not about the quantity of people that you will get through. You can place an ad and you'll get 100 responses. 98 of them will be absolutely terrible or not relevant for your role. And you have to spend all that time and hours because you've got to look through all of those. And then if you're concerned about the reputation of your business, you should reply to people. Otherwise, you start to get a bad reputation online. So using a recruiter cuts through that. You're only getting skilled and qualified people. But to make sure that your dollar does count, look at the actual process that people do and how recruiters manage that process and what's involved. For example, our process is extremely detailed. It's based on empirical research, and we call that the research-based recruitment process, which is what we do. So it gives you a whole range of tools and results of our using those tools so you can make the most informed decision. Of course, also to help you, we've got numerous ways that you can pay. The most cost-effective being stage payments. So, and that's payment as the job progresses, so that you can see that your recruiter is actually doing the work. So if that's something that interests you or you need help with those minimum wages, don't hesitate to give us a call or reach out. There'll be a button to the side or below this email where you can have a free 15-minute chat with me if you've got any questions. Circle Recruitment and HR, we're always here for you.